I bet you've heard stories from some of today's top young players about the first time they started playing pickleball, and it was usually against their parents, maybe even their grandparents, relatives. Anyway, they're playing against seniors, and they'll usually tell you the first time they played against seniors, they got whooped. As a senior player now, that's fun when I get those opportunities. I know it won't last long, but there are certain strategies that I recommend you using when you're playing against young teams. Just because the team you're playing is much younger and athletic doesn't mean they won't make a lot of mistakes. They haven't been playing very long. They might not have a great shot selection. Their mechanics may not be great. So our job as seniors is let's keep that ball in play, be consistent, don't give them attackable balls. In general, I teach all teams not to be going for lines when we play doubles. But especially when I have a senior team, we're a senior team playing younger team, if I go for that line, and even if I hit that line, I'm not rewarded. They still can get to that ball. And if I just slightly miss, I just hit the ball out. Another shot a senior team can be penalized for is hitting extreme angles when we're up here dinking. I give my younger player an extreme angle. What do? They let it go a little wide, and then they just hit it around the net post, an ATP, and my partner is left helpless. As a senior player, I try to avoid getting into paddle battles, fast hand competitions with those younger teams. So if possible, I'm not going to be speeding the ball up. I'm going to play a soft game unless I get a really sweet ball right up here. As a senior player, I want to play as much as possible a soft game against the younger, stronger, more athletic player. Make them hit the ball up, maybe they'll make a mistake. Remember, when you do play that soft game, be ready, have your paddle up, because they might not be so patient to play that soft game with you. That same opportunity that I had lobbing against senior players might not work so well against young athletic players. So I'm going to flip that little switch in my head and tell myself, I better really pick a good time to lob or I'm going to pay for it. A shot that I don't recommend seniors to use against the young athletic people are drop volleys. Yes, they may be way back in the court and you hit that nice little volley that lands in the kitchen, but they're quick and you just invited them in and now they're up here with you. You wanted those young people that stay back and be pinned to the baseline. So I don't recommend that shot. When hitting your fourth ball against a young team, you have to remember, especially you're hitting a volley, you're blocking it back. When I'm playing seniors, I can block that pretty deep and keep them pinned. The young kids are pretty quick. They hit a third ball drive low. You block this to where a senior's feet are going to be, you're going to pay for that. Think about hitting it to where their feet are going to be. Those younger people are much quicker, so your block's going to have to be shorter in the court.